There we go. Okay, perfect. So now, it didn't really break below the 10, so I shouldn't really go into that trade. It does look good, for 4 or 5 pips. I'm not going to take it because it didn't give me a signal. Like, I'm waiting for my signal. So I'm gonna wait on that one. Let's go to the. All right, so we have nothing on the.
Davis,
Yep, go ahead.
on that Aussie CAD, would you say
Yeah.
it might even retrace back up to around the 102.04 level before coming down? Because everything else looks pretty strong in that direction.
Well, I mean, there'd be some resistance at 102.75 area. So there's a double top here, triple bottom here. Like there's a lot of weight right there. Um, so there's a lot of potential stalling or consolidation going to happen right in this area here. If I look at a higher time frame, yeah, I'm
And if I'm
looking at,
looking at a daily time frame,
yeah.
it's ways up there.
Oh yeah, no, on a day time frame, uh, well, let me move this to a day for a second. I don't really look at the daily. I do have the daily open on another chart. I just look at it as a glance to see if it's had 3 or 4 major days. Then I know there's going to be some kind of a retracement to at least 50% of any kind of engulfing candle. But I really don't pay a ton of attention to it. I'm not in it for 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 pips. So I just want to get in and get out. So on a daily, yeah, the Aussie CAD, uh, well, it really looks like it's long, right?
Mm.
It's really looking long. It's gonna test. It might test the 10, the 10200 area, and then um, go back up, or it might come down and test. It might come back down. It might come down to 101.38. 101
Yeah,
138. So there's a
even
couple
as we
of
speak, I'm watching. Yeah, even as we speak, I'm watching, and it seems to be moving up anyway.
yeah. So well,
Yeah.
let's just go back to
Okay.
that
Thanks.
5 minute. Well, again, I'm not. Uh, it's going to move up. Like I said, it's like watch. It might hit this area that I just I put that pending mark there. Um, resistance. It might hit it, and then bounce around. Bounce around this area. If it's going to go north, it's going to go to the 25 and then turn around, or it's going to come down to the 75. Yeah,
Yep.
that's just so we have to. It's a wait and see, right? So we're not going to really we're not going to take this trade. So
Okay.
all right, it's just not in the cards for me yet. All right, so let's move on to. Actually, I should go back and delete those. I'm going to leave that one for now. There's another one way the heck down here. Let me get rid of it. All right, so I just want to see if it hits this level after a little while. So we'll come back to it. AU, we got nothing on EA. How's your new baby there, Ray? How you doing? All right. I really don't expect I really don't expect a whole heck of a lot for another 45 minutes. We have an inside bar long here. It hasn't broke. It's not really the inside bar I'd like. I'm looking at higher time frames. You know, basically, you know, I've got 6-7 pips to the last swing high, or so I'm just going to hold off on this one as well. So let's move to EU here. I don't see anything.
You're going to be watching the pound crosses shortly, because it's in 13 minutes. The GDP is coming out quarter on quarter, year on year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll watch it. I'm probably not going to get into anything. I'm going to look at my other. Yeah, there is quite a bit of news coming up. So.
I've never really liked trading events and news and stuff. It's just too volatile.
It is.
I like to sort of let it spring off in the direction it wants to go, settle in there, and then market eventually comes back to what it was before, 8 times out of 10. So let it happen, let the dust settle, and then see where it goes to from there.
Well, exactly. You know, like, you know, exactly what. So we have. So it's a good thing. Hopefully you got out of that GU.
I wasn't in one.
No. Brendan there. I hope he got out of that GU, because that's.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it totally went against.
Actually, the trailing stop took me out.
Oh, you were in profit, were you? Or just
no, sorry.
No, stop loss. Oh, okay.
Yeah, stop loss took me out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop.
That's and your stop loss was like what, 25 or something like that?
I left it at original settings.
Okay. All right.
So whatever
Yeah.
was that.
I think that's 15 plus the spread, so it'd be about 17 or something like that. So yeah, no, you got to be you know, as Edward was saying there, you just really got to be aware of the news that's coming out as well. There is news coming up, so we'll probably not take anything until after the dust settles. But this gives me an opportunity to go over a few setups and explain and answer questions if anybody's interested. So I'm just going to go through the rest of these charts real quick for a second. I have apps. I have no open trades at the moment. So I've already made my my money for the day. You know, I was in here just before London opened, so get my business dealt with before I have my pleasure, you know. So
I spend far too much screen time. It is 10:15 in the morning here, South Africa.
you can never have enough screen time, my friend. You can never have enough.
For sure, absolutely.
So you see,
I agree with you.
You see on this Aussie CAD here, like when I first started trading, and Ray was around about 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe, I don't know if has it been a lot long, Ray? Maybe 3 anyways for Ray, I think. You know, and I would spend 12, 14 hours every day. Day in and day out. I was doing, when I did live webinars back 2-3 years ago, some of my webinars, live sessions were 5 hours long. And
Yeah.
you know, but you see, I drew that line there, Edward, and you see how it respected it. You know, I haven't changed it yet. It respected that line that I put there on the Aussie CAD. So it's, you know, that would have been so now I do expect, because I don't think the Aussie, I don't expect the Aussie CAD's going to really be affected by that news, because it's a pound news. So well, no, there is no signal yet. Don't get me wrong, there's no signal there yet. It's just it's showing me the levels. That's why I'm trying to suggest that you make sure you know, if you have to, when you're first starting scalping, you know, put levels in, you know, and draw them, and make sure, you know, double tops, double bottoms, and see in the past where it's coming to. It, like right here, I put this one here. It tried here. It come up and it tried here. You know, put as many levels in as you can get your hands on that at least touch at least 3 or 4 times. You know, only and then you know, that'll help you in the short term. That'll help you in the short term to maybe evaluate your risks, as well as your as well as your entries. You know,
Yeah.
you know, and so that's kind of how I would draw a million lines. I would start at the highest, you know, high time frame. I would go 4 hours down to, and then I'd put 2 or 3 lines on the 4 hours, one color, and then I'd do another color on 31 hour and a different color, and you know, you'd see how some of them really line up. So again, you know, I'm a scalper, so I just want to get in. I want to see the opportunity as quick as I possibly can and get out. You know.
Yeah, I'm still trying to decide. My personal preference is also more towards scalping. I want to see rewards a lot more quicker, because I'm not a very patient person. And yeah, if you sit around, if I look at some of these moves, you take Aussie CAD for instance from the end of May right to where it is now. God, I'm looking at 107, 108 days. Yeah, sure, it's 859, 860 pips. I don't know that I can wait 108 days. I'd much rather go in and scalp out 10 pips or something. I did that just now. Mikaros, I think it was this morning, gave a call.
Well, there's nothing to say. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to say that you can't do a micro lot, and let's say do you know, and sit on it, like I'll do a, you know, a mini or a micro for 0.01 on a you know, $5,000 or $10,000 account, and sit on it, right? You want to do that, and you got the right opportunity to do so, then you go right ahead and do that. Okay, we're getting a we're going to have a setup here. We got another minute and 15 seconds to go. If it breaks below the zeros and closes, as long as it doesn't break down too far below the swing low down here, like right now, you know, I got 5, 6 pips, so I kind of want it to sit right where it is now, and then I'll, you know, I would consider taking it long, or sorry, short. My apologies. But you see, you know, I drew those lines earlier. It respected it. It's going to turn around, and I, you know, in the long term, I do expect the Aussie CAD is long, but I'm just looking for short-term gain here. So just, you know, let's watch it and see what happens. I got another minute to go. I got 15. I got 15 seconds to go, so I'm going to get a signal here in 15 seconds. Let me take a look at the pound for a second, and I'll come right back to it. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to get a signal here, and right now we got a signal. So we'll wait for a break. We want a clear break. So basically, I want my both my bid and my ask to be below. All right, I am a little high on the spread. I'm looking at 2 pips for the spread right now. So we'll see if we can get an order filled there. I could put a pending order on there and then just walk away from it, but I kind of want to watch it do its thing, because there's really. All right,
Shit, this platform of mine is high some places. Right now I've got a 5 pip spread on Aussie CAD.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that. That's just way too big for me. Because again, I'm only looking for 3, 5, 10 pips, and for me to risk that kind of money,
Yeah. And then on the other platform, this one with the high spread, I've got involved with a bunch called Tradio. It's more like a social trading platform. It's a nice platform. I don't have a problem with it on NT4. It's just that I find that their spreads are a little bit high. Then there's another one I'm with, is an Aussie Pride FX. They're cool. I mean, there's a 1.9 spread on Euro USD right now. Aussie CAD is 2.5. So they're not too bad. The chances of getting something out there is a lot. But I've got small accounts. So yeah, managing to make a little bit, not enough though.
Yeah. So I still haven't. The signal still hasn't broke. So the pound's starting to move now, really, really good. So so it's probably gonna try and hit the daily open, which actually it just did. It just came underneath the daily open. The daily open was at 122,460.
Now they exact announcements in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so it's probably going to go
bumping around it.
Yeah, so there's I just drew a line at the daily open up here. I should actually change that color. I don't know if you guys can see it or not very well. So it's kind of waffling. Let's go back to this Aussie CAD for a second, see if we got a break on that. No, we still didn't get a break on it. See, no break, no trade. All right, let's. Pardon me. All right.
I tell you what I've been looking at that I found quite good is I stumbled across Glenn on LinkedIn, and that's how he joined me up here on the chat channel, which was the best thing since sliced bread for me. But I went into a lot of this engulfing candle thing, and it's amazing how many setups you actually see on an engulfing candle on literally any time frame. If I look at Aussie CAD right now, there's 2 beautiful bearish engulfing candles, one around about the 27th of the 10th. I mean, look at that. And the second one, I went down for a good 27 pips. Even longer if you want to stay in a bit longer, to 73, to just before it was here. Further on at 8 o'clock this morning, about 6 o'clock this morning, GMT, there was another one, also moved to the downside.
Yeah, well, I mean, engulfing candles are good. Yes, I do agree. Outside bars or engulfing candles or shadows, whatever you want to call them. I'll look for a retracement inside those with the inside bars. If the candle is too big, then likelihood, if there's a lot of move in one direction or the other on the candle, the likelihood is it is going to want to retrace. All right, so let's see if it hits the 75.
Look at that movement.
Yeah. Well, this is all news right now, so there you go. News just came out. So well, news wasn't that bad actually. It was positive.
Yeah, that's positive.
Yeah. So the pound will. The pound is an animal in and of itself. So.
Pound just moved 30 pips.
Yeah. Well, actually, since you and I started talking, the pound has moved almost 60 pips.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Good thing you got out of that trade.
Yeah. I was in a New Zealand dollar earlier, and I got out of it as well down here. Let me just, where are you? New Zealand dollar. Let me pull it over onto the trade here. I got into it late. I broke one of my own rules. If it's after 3 candles, I don't trade it, but I liked where the price action was bouncing off the 50, so I know it had come back and it kind of tested it a couple of times, so I thought, well, I'll take the chance on this candle here, and I took 3.5 on it, so I was happy with that. So
you took it on that inside bar and the
right here.
That one.
Yeah, this is not an inside bar, but I was looking at it and was going to take it on this candle here, but I waited.
Yeah.
I waited for it to play back and see what it was going to do, and then I was looking at the moving averages. They were starting to spread, so
You saw a downtrend.
yeah. So I saw the trend, and I took advantage of it. So I'll just get rid of that. Let's go through here again. Let's go through a few pairs and see what we can. There's nothing we're going to be able to get right now. We're still, we're still waffling on this Aussie CAD, and it's having a hard time getting past the big number 0. So we'll just be patient and wait for a clear indication as to where it's going. Nothing on the Aussie yen. No opportunities there. We're upside down on the Aussie dollar, so I do expect that the Aussie dollar will continue its downward trend here, but I'm going to wait for my moving averages to come in line with each other. So so you can play with that. We'll wait for that one to play out. We have nothing really. Yeah, we have a setup to go long on the Euro Aussie, but and the other Aussies are short at the moment, so that there's some correlation there. But again, my MAs are upside down, so you have to be patient and wait. I think the reason I'm probably an 80% trader is because I've taken the hard road to get to be patient, and the times that I'm not patient are normally the times that I get hurt. So yeah, even on a 5-minute, Edward, you gotta still have patience.
For sure.
Um,
Well, I've written myself a little thing, and I've stuck it up on my monitor. 3 little post-its. On the left-hand side says patience, on the right-hand side says discipline, and in the center it says see left and right. And that's what I think it's all about, patience and discipline.
yeah. We have an opportunity here on the euro dollar to go long. So I'm going to take that. Now, I really don't have a lot. I have 2 pips, but I'm going to take it up to the big number. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens on that one. And let's go. We'll come back to that one. I've always got my terminal open on another window just I always keep an eye on where it's at, and if I think that I'm good and well enough, in the money, then I don't even sometimes go back and look at the chart. I just say, oh, okay, I'm up, I'm up $15 or $20. Close that trade. Because sometimes if I go and I look at the chart, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's going to go further, and then it goes against me. It's like, oh, why didn't I get out of that, right? So
to me, happiness is a trade where you've got a feeling and everything sets up right, and it goes in the direction that you want it to go, to the point where you can actually move your stop loss up to a break even. That's happiness to me. Then I don't mind about it. That trade can just carry on and on and on for whatever. But you don't always get those kind of trades, do you?
No, you don't. No, you don't. So
that's a real happy trade.
Well, then I think you're answering what kind of trader you want to be. You're looking at more of a long-term, position trader instead of a swing trader. If that makes you happy, that when you get into those bigger trades, that the opportunity is there. I missed this one. I'm not going to chase it. We were waiting for it, and I should have put a pending order on it, but I didn't. So Aussie dollar is starting to turn around and come back down. Don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. And Ray, I don't have the text chat open, but also if I see any questions up on the top corner, I'll pop it down and take a look. See what you have to say. You're probably not even here. Let's see here.
I've actually taken a chance. Remember what we were talking about earlier on? David was, here we go, it's moving down. Is on GBP USD. It peaked. I waited for it to start coming down, and I went in at about 122.563.
Yeah, but what was your reasons for going in it? Is it just that you had such a high spike and you decided that
Yeah, that it's going to come down, and if it just gets me into a bit of profit, I'm out of it, even if it's just 1 pip, because I'm not too happy with it. 1.8 pips down.
Yeah.
I'm going to move just a little bit more, and then I'll close it. I'm thinking it spiked up so high. That's the end of the event. This should retrace back down to where it was about 10 minutes ago.
Well, it could go back down, but I mean, that seems like a lot more speculation than really what I would consider to be a safe, for me, you know. I mean, people play the retracements all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And that's totally acceptable. I mean, now I have an inside bar, you know, to go short. You know, yeah, would I probably take that? If I'm not going to take it, but with the probability of it coming down to the 25, coming another 20 pips or so, it's probably pretty good, because, or even if it just comes down to the daily open, which is only 7 pips away, you know, so like its opportunity might be to go long now for right back up to you know, right back up to this 75 or up to 123. You don't know.
Yeah.
So
He says turn around, managed to get out of it with 1 pip under my belt and not the broker's belt. So I'm quite happy with that one.
okay.
Chance
What about the UJ?
UJ, let's take a look at UJ real quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a buy signal on UJ. Well, I've missed it now, so I'm not.
I'm fine.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
No, you know what? You should, when you see
okay.
when you see a trade, you should interrupt me. Don't trust me. Just go ahead, because I get into this habit of chatting, and next thing you know, I'm not taking the trades that are set in front of me. I've noticed that. All right, so the AJ is bouncing off the 200. It's coming down to below the 200 again. So, you know, that will tell me that it's probably going to go short for a little bit. I'm not going to take the trade, because it's not set up yet.
No, anyway.
It's not set up yet, so let's just keep going here. It might be a non-committal day for trades, but that happens, you know. We've got 15 minutes till Tokyo close. You know, the market is doing what it's doing. You know, let's see. No, I'm here. All right. Yeah. Hey, James. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you. So let's go back to what we were looking at. Anyway, so let's take a look at that pound again. Is that pound going north or coming south? It's coming south. Yeah, so UCAD, let's take a look at it real quick. And nothing going on. Like right now, it's somewhat of a non-committal opportunity, and you know what? It's okay. Don't have to have a trade every day, 50, 60 trades. You know, like get a couple here and there. Learn while you're doing it. So. And my buddy James there, he's you're gonna say hi? No, probably not. He's kind of shy.
Muted.
Oh. Well, he muted it himself.
He's typed hi. Hi, James.
Hi.
Yeah.
And Brendan, hi.
Let's see here. Well, there's really not much going on at the moment. Hopefully we can
Wonderful. Look what GBP did do after all.
So how long do you think you're gonna stay in the EU trade?
Let's go back to that EU trade for a minute. Well, I was in profit. I didn't take it. I'm in the EU. Well, I have my stop loss. So I'm going to actually move my stop loss up a little bit. So I'll move it up to just below the 200, which is about there. So we'll see. If it goes up into profit, I'm just, you know, I'll be there. That's pretty much a one-to-one trade there. Let me just take a look. 12 pips. No, I'll
There
make
you
it.
go.
There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, it's hitting this. It needs to break this now. It needs to break it, and if we go to a higher time frame, and the reason why, if we're looking over here, is it's kind of stopped. You know, right where it's at now is where it's kind of. So I'm out of it. You know, I'll take my 2.5, 3 pips and be happy. You know, and the reason is. I'll go to a higher time frame here. I'll go to this 15-minute. I'll blow it up for a second. Right here, there was some resistance. I draw a line right there. You know, so I had it here. I had it come down here and here, here, and right here. So, you know, why fight it, right? Why fight what the market's telling you? You know, sure, it could go from where I entered all the way up, you know, another 30 pips. That would be sweet, right? And I think my take profit was set at 40, which is this big number up here. So, anyways, so you know, I can't emphasize more about how you should always, you know, watch the higher time frames to see, you know, where some of these support and resistance zones are, or levels, you know, if you want to call them. So, how's our Aussie CAD doing? Yeah, see, it bounced back off of there. Now it's, you know, it's clear sailing. And where's it going to go to? Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look as to where it's going to stop. I think it's going to stop there. I think that's where, I think this is where it's going to have its heart attack, is right here. Boom, boom, boom. So let's go back down to a, so if you got it, if you were lucky enough to get in that trade, which I'm kicking myself in the backside for not putting a pending order there. You know, because my pending order would have been right here, so that's, you know, good 6 pips or so. Is that somebody sneezing or cutting wood?
Believe it or not, that's my dog barking. I'm coughing.
Oh.
I don't know what's the matter with the poor little tyke. He's about 13 years old now. And getting on in life, and he's got a bit of a heart problem and whatever, and he actually coughs like that. He coughs less than what I do.
I have a prednisone. Go get
prednisone.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can't help you.
Dave, let's just go back to the Aussie CAD. See if I would read it right. I've gone onto a daily time chart. Okay, right now it's a good move down, but there was a very good resistance at around about the 12 o'clock and 27th, where it turned down. So that could be the first point where one would think it's going to go to before it decides to do. It could then break out to the next high was on the 11th of the 8th. I know it was a big spike, but a long wick, but still, that was also and it's a fairly good line. Am I right in sort of in my diagnosis?
Yeah, that's a good line in the sand. The daily isn't really giving. The daily really can't give us a lot of information right now because, if you're coming all the way down to 107, that's 40 pips away. Sorry, not 107. You're coming down to 101.539 area. That's really the next. That's really the next resistance level if you're going short.
I've got it. Yeah, I'm looking at it on an hourly chart, and I can see that at 109. There, it goes through quite a few. So yeah, it's a pretty good line in the sand at 101.554. I've got it at.
Yeah, but again, like you were talking about the daily. The daily is not giving me enough of an answer. So on the daily, the only spot that I'm looking at on the daily is right there. Let me get rid of this one for a minute. It's going to be a 101.597 area. I think we already just established that. So if we go back to a 4-hour, and we look at a 4-hour, now we have a couple of levels in there from the that we can deal with too. So we have also right here, which is the 101811 area, which you just talked about. It's not as clear of an answer because it really hasn't tested. It's only tested it twice right here. So the opportunity that it could come back down to this level is pretty good.
But mine is exactly the same place, about 109.494.
Yeah.
Okay, platforms probably differ slightly in prices.
Yeah, well, slightly different.
Put my line in the sand at 101.494. It goes smack through a whole lot of candles.
That's a long ways away, though, my friend. That's all. And if it comes down to, oops, wrong one. If it comes down to 101.456 area, to the 105.0, then I would definitely be looking at a long position at that point in time, a longer term long position at that point in time. Until then, I continue looking at my 5 minutes to see where I can get in, even on the short. It's like, so we trade what we see that's in front of us at the moment. So we know that we have lots of opportunity to go short based on that analysis. So as long as the market continues in this direction, and we know that that's a huge resistance area, until we actually get there, we're okay to continue taking shorts as long as we get the signals to do it. So I'm looking for a pullback here. I want to pull back up to the big number. All right, if I get it. This is a continuation candle, this one here. So we could take it at the bottom of this candle, but there's nowhere for me really to take it to. So that's just a speculation. So I'm really not going to do a speculation without at least 2 or 3 confirmations, because obviously we're always about speculation in the market. So so let's just do another quick gander of what we're going through some of these charts.
Oh, Dave, quick question.
Yeah, sure.
So when there's the two lines, like the one yellow one on the top and the one yellow one on the bottom of a candle, that means it's in a wiggle, right?
Yeah, that's the last 45-minute candle, 50-minute candle, and 55-minute candle. I do have a trade setup that I trade around that specific setup,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get into that on a different day.
Okay.
Basically, it's just a breakout. You know, it's really all it is.
But what does it mean though? The two lines.
Basically, it's the top of the it's the top of those three candles and the bottom of those three candles, and if the next candle breaks above or below that candle, I'll take that candle as long as it's in direction of trend.
Oh, I see.
All right, so there you go. You got it out of me. Hi. Okay.
So those are like those lines you set up there, the red, the yellow, and the black dotted one. Are you using a exponential or?
Yeah, the 10 the 10 is red.
Yeah.
Okay. The gold is 30. The big dotted line is the 90. You can just use the 200, but I'm liking the 90 just for comfort zone. The 180 is the 30-minute 30. If I said that right, yeah. And then there's the 200. 200 is my line in the sand.
Okay, and they're simple moving averages, not exponential.
They're all exponential. Now,
exponential, okay.
Yeah, they're all exponential. Now, that's kind of my. This is my bread and butter. This is what makes me my money every day, day in and day out. Does it take time to learn it? Absolutely. Will you probably fail at it for the first 6 months? More than likely, because you know, but you know, if you the more you trade it, the simpler it becomes, and the easier you will see. The easier you will see the
Well, I can see it right now, just above where your USD CHF little square is there. You've got a blue, dark blue arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, round about there is where that setup is.
That is the setup, yes. Exactly where the setup is. You see, and
I use pretty much the same thing.
All right. And this is a setup to go short, but it never broke. You see, so it didn't break, so there's no trade. This one broke. I wouldn't have traded this one though, because it's right at the 200. So it's come down below the 200. Oh, well, I shouldn't say I wouldn't have traded it. I would have had to go look at a higher time frame to see whether or not this was just this drop was just testing the highs, testing the 200 or not. Like I said, the 200 is a line in the sand for me. Absolutely a line in the sand.
Yeah.
So
I use a 200 as well. That to me is sort of the best one to judge where price is going to go, to pretty much at any time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would have to agree. And let's carry on here. Let's see.
So, for NU, there's the breakout.
We'll get there in 1 second. All right, the NU.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, NU. Okay, so we have the 3 candle here. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're on the. So there's no clear direction of trend right now. Is well, clear direction of trend on the higher time frames is up. So if it breaks this level here,
Okay.
or this level here, then that's the trade. But theoretically, in my opinion, the trade would only be the trade would only be a long trade. All right, but all my MAs are backwards, so you know, but you would still take that. You could still take that trade, you know, above this line here, not, or if there's an inside bar that happens in here, and there wasn't. So,
Okay, USDK.
so did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's just take a. Okay, so UCHEF, we have a potential setup for short. All right. There's really not a lot going on this morning in the market. It's just kind of lollygagging, if you will. I don't know if that's a good enough terminology. I mean, there's opportunities there, but they're not comfortable enough for me to be taking them at the moment. There's not a lot of range going on. You know, like on this New Zealand dollar, we've only got a current day range of 30 pips. Yesterday's range was 37 pips yesterday. That's not a lot of volume and range of movement. It's telling me it's a sideways. Same thing here with the UJ. There's only today the range is 40. Yeah, 40, 45. Yeah. Yeah, 45 pips. Not a whole ton of excitement. Previous day's range on the euro dollar was 72. Today it's 28. So, you know, that's telling me that the market's quiet.
And that's where screen time comes in, which is important because you don't know from minute to minute. It might be. I've watched, and I think you've seen it already. On a pretty quiet day, there's absolutely nothing on the cards for announcements or anything, and boom, suddenly something just falls like a brick or flies like an angel for no reason whatsoever.
Like we have.
I used to sit and listen to.
Go ahead.
Sit and listen to Bloomberg before, but it's a whole lot of overkill of information.
Yeah.
So I don't even put the TV on and have Bloomberg going in the background anymore.
Well,
watch my economic calendar.
Yeah, the EA has really done well. It's moved 95 today, and yesterday's was 164. So that's not bad. I do expect a little bit of slowdown between now and the U.S. elections. I also expect that the spreads are going to be, the margins are going to be tightened. If your broker hasn't already done it, they're going to.
I'm sure they're going to, like they did with Brexit.
Yeah, you know, so just be aware of that. You know, I probably will trade election. I probably will trade it. I have a strategy for it, and the only trade I'm gonna take is the UCAD. You know, so but I think that the market's going to bounce all over the place, and so I'll do some and hopefully I won't get beat up too badly.
David, did you play Brexit?
No.
I
didn't. In the summertime, I don't trade a lot in the summertime because our family owns a campground, so we're very busy. This summer was very, very busy, busier than we've ever been actually. And between that and I do some construction consulting and stuff like that because that was my background for 30 years before I became a trader. So I still dabble in consulting and building things. So I tend to keep my summers fairly active with other stuff, plus a little bit of trading. But most of my trading will be like from now till May, and then I'll do the odd. I might do an hour a day after that in the summertime if I can get to it. And then I watch my videos and I watch my setups and all right, so we aren't really showing a whole heck of a lot of movement anywhere. James, you're not asking any questions, buddy. Are you still there? Yeah, you still there. Right on, buddy. Right on. You can ask questions. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. You know that. All right. I don't really see a whole ton of things. I'm hoping that so we have some consolidation on this Aussie CAD, and I think it was at a level that we had already put down there to see whether or not it's going to... Oh, your dog lost its bark. It's got a little wee one now.
He's happy. The missus has just given him a bath, so quite a happy little chappy at the moment.
There you go. There you go. So whereabouts in Africa?
How well do you know it? Do you know where Durban is?
No, I have a friend in Eastern Cape or South Cape.
Okay, well, south of us. We're if you look at South Africa, we sort of almost at the top at the Mozambican border.
Okay.
On the east coast.
Safe area?
No.
No.
No, but well, I suppose where is safe nowadays anyway? Excepting here it's a little bit more. You're on the gamut of.
I'm extremely.
As long as you stay in good areas.
I'm extremely safe in my 25 acres of my backyard. And then when I go to my other backyard, I'm extremely safe in the 100 acres I have there, except for bears. So.
I'll tell you what. I'll move across there and I'll become your bear protector or something, and get out of this place. No, we actually live with it. As long as you don't go into any strange areas, then the only thing to watch out for is these maverick taxi drivers that we have. They have these little minibus, these Toyota type minibuses that supposed to carry 50 odd people, but they smack 25, 30 of them in there, and half the things aren't roadworthy, and they drive like devils. So yeah, you've got to be careful of them.
Right.
And the potholes and the robots that don't work. Yeah.
So we have a potential sell on the EJ. It's setting up. We have we have 50 seconds left on this candle, so this is actually looking like a good trade. So we're going to sit here and watch this one for a second. The euro dollar just went long as well. And that tastes better the second time around.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
maybe I should mute my microphone. It's far too sensitive.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look. Hopefully we're going to get a signal here on the... So I could put a... No, maybe I will too. I'm going to put a pending order just above this... right there.
What's that for long, David?
Yeah, it's for long. Yeah. So I have a pending order on the euro yen long at the moment. The euro pound is hovering at the 200, so it could take me a while from that trade. So we'll see how it goes in the next candle, whether or not I'm actually going to even stay in the trade or not. We have a pound Aussie long. I just took it. All right. It was set up on the UTF, except
3 pip spread.
on the pound yen.
The GA.
Yeah.
On Aussie.
Mine's a little high too. It's 2.5. Oh, sorry. That was yeah, that's pretty high actually. It's pretty high. Yeah, it's James, I have a trading idea for the 1 hour, but I don't want to go off topic. Okay. That's a well, if you want to turn on your mic and share your screen, then go for it. Well, I'm all game for that. So somebody else can take charge. I can set it up and go get my coffee. All right. So what are we doing here? GJ, nothing. Pound Aussie, we're going into profit on Pound Aussie. Euro dollar retracement. Nothing on the EJ yet. Yeah, I might actually take that EJ off. I'll leave it alone for the moment. Inside bar on the Euro Aussie. Yeah, there we go. I took that one. And all right, so my Pound Aussie's coming into profit. Is that a margarita you're having? Shaken, not stirred.
Who's drinking a margarita?
I don't know. Somebody's stirring something.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh, that's my girlfriend eating Cheez-Its.
Okay. Okay. Anyways. All right. I'm getting my ass handed to me on this Pound Aussie trade at the moment, but I'm okay with it. So I got my stop in. I got my take profit in. I'm not worried about it too much. Euro Aussie. Let's go look at the Euro Yen. See whether or not it's yeah.
You said Euro Aussie buy. You took it.
Oh, I can't tell you what I took. Gee, come on now. You're not paying attention. You have to watch the video when it's done. Yeah, I bought the Euro Aussie, and I'm in the Euro Aussie and the Pound Aussie, and I have a pending order on the EJ. I now have an inside bar, but the inside bar is not the inside bar. Like I'm gonna remove the pending order here. So I don't like it, so I'm out of it. Let's carry on here. See if there's anything we can do.
GU potential buy.
Yeah, GU is a good buy actually. No trade, no break, no break, no trade. Put a pending order.
Yep.
Pull it down just a little bit, right there. There we are, and then. All right, we're in that trade. Oh no, we're not in that trade yet. Oh yeah, we're in it. All right, well, my Pound Aussie's in good profit. All right, it's in profit. Not great profit, but it's in profit. My Euro Aussie's in profit. Well, they were. What about GU? I'm in GU there, Ray. Yeah. So let's scan for a couple more and see what we can do. Okay, so I'm gonna let's look at the Euro Aussie for a second, because all right, we're gonna set our take profit 13 pips area. I think yeah, I'll be I think I actually am going to get out now. I'm more than happy with what I have. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same on the Pound Aussie. I'm out of it as well. Pound Aussie gave me profit. See, here's why I got out of. Let me go back to the Euro Aussie. The reason I got out of it is because I have a triple top here. I have a stop here, stop here, stop here. You know what? I entered here. I got 6 pips. I'm happy. I'm more than happy. I don't care if it goes all the way to the. I don't care if it goes all the way to the. The 50. Sorry. All right, let's go back and look at GU, see what we're doing there. GU's
looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. We're not going to complain yet.
I'd like to get into that one. I played it down earlier on that retrace. I wasn't watching it to see where it did turn down after that long last candle.
I have a continuation going on the Aussie yen, but I'm not taking it. Again.
What about GN?
Sorry?
GBPN, sorry.
Which one?
GBPN?
Oh, pound yen.
I'm sorry, pound yen.
Yeah, no, I already, did I? No, I took pound Aussie. No, pound yen's not, It's set up. I missed the initial. You can take it. You could take it any time in that trade now. Because it did break, and but you go quickly look at why it stopped where it stopped. Why did it stop here? You know,
Is that a resistance line?
there might be on a higher time frame, right? So,
Oh, I see.
all right, my pound dollar is kicking me in the. It's about to get stopped out. So we'll see what it does. Today, yesterday. Okay. So, oh, we have Rob J. Who's Rob J? Hey, Rob, how are you? I'm gonna probably have my first loss of the day on this pound dollar. Yeah, somebody told me it was looking good. It's not looking good anymore.
Oh man.
We have a potential long on the UJ. It's setting up to go. If it breaks, then we can take that trade. That's be good to the 75. So that's 4.5, 5 pips. Can't win them all, Brandon. Can't win them all.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I just got hammered out almost.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this one out. Yeah, I'm out. That hurt, but it's the nature of the game. So I'll probably take this long off the 200 here. It comes down to the 200. I'll take it long from here. But we'll see. Time is it? 5:23. I'm going to give another half hour in here, and then I'm gonna call her a morning. It's been 2 hours. It'll be 2 hours at that point. Not a lot going on. Just a lot of hopefully you guys got some good insight out of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, looks good. Thanks.
So, you know. Oh, puppy needs to go outside for a pee.
Maybe that's what it is. Get off the bed.
I don't see a whole lot going on here. I'm gonna
watch. I'm gonna watch AU as well. I've drawn some lines in here. I've got a pretty good line in the sand at 75,912 odd on a 1 hour.
take a picture and drop it in here, and I'll put it up.
Let's see if I can. I've got 2 different PCs going here.
Skype it to yourself.
There you go. Screen here. Not on.
I sold the UCAD. You guys probably too late for it though.
They sold USD Swiss.
You right at a big number. So hopefully hopefully it breaks that 25.
That green line, huh?
Administrator. Oh. Okay, Ray. What?
No.
Are you out of here, Ray? I guess. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. My bad. All right. We have somebody else, administrator, who I don't know who that is, so it's not me. Okay, so where are we at here? Yeah, I'm going to close this. There, I'm going to close that UCAD. Well, yeah, go ahead, send it over to me, James, and I'll take a look at it. I got no problem with that.
We just want to drag something onto this.
You just drag it into the chat. I think you can just drop it in the chat. I think. You should be able to.
Let me try.
If it pops in there, I can pull it up.
Try that again.
Hmm.
Wonderful. It says this page cannot be displayed.
Well, send it to me in Skype, and I'll bring it over.
In the chat.
Yeah, just drop it in my Skype. You have my Skype, right?
I don't think so. I don't think we joined yet. Chat to you in the chat channel in the chat house. Let's just see. I've got Glenn,
No worries.
Lily Wayne. I see Lily Wayne left yesterday. Mr. Milmar.
I just drop it in the group. I'll pull it out of there.
Great.
Tell me when you got it there, and I'll move over to it.
Oh, it's in there.
Ah, there it is. There, I just added you as a contact, so. All
Right.
right, let's take a look at this.
Okay, I can take it off there now.
There you go. All right, so what am I looking at?
Let me just get to it myself. Alright, we're looking at AU, Aussie USD.
Yeah, 1 hour, I can see that. Yeah.
Have I drawn correct set of lines there?
Those are very good lines. So we have, we have a lot of consolidation here, a lot of consolidation, tops and bottoms here. This might be another level right here.
Yeah.
At the 76,330 area. No, that's very well done. Very well done. We have another level right here at the 25, just below the 25. Yeah, right here. So if you take
the one below that, I'm very happy with that. That to me is a really significant one, because it goes all the way back and there's quite a few places where it's got support and resistance.
Yeah, no, this is this is very. You did well. That's very nice. I mean, if you trade inside of all of those, and you go down to a 5-minute, you'll know when, if you see that you have, for an example, you're coming down here on a 5-minute trade, and you've got a, let's say 10 pips from here to this line here, and you got a solid signal to go short. I think you're in good condition to take that short. really good condition to take that short. You know, and you know, but get out of it. Just get out of it prior to it. Get out of it, you know, a pip or 2 or 3 before it. Don't
Yes.
don't assume that it's going to break it, because it could just come to it, stop, and then go back north again. The same thing coming here. You know, we're going up here. You drew these lines right here. Well, you know, once you're over here now, you know, and you're up here, you've got this line already here, so you should be able to just play that short off of that big engulfing candle there. You should play that short. That right there, if you measure that candle, that right there is 33% of this big candle. It's a Fibonacci.
It, yeah.
It's a Fibonacci. You know, let me pull it up here. You know, just so it's this candle here. You know, your level 61.8, so it's a reverse 38.2. It was right there. You know, you were dead on the money right there. You see, you know, once you get one, you know, look, I can, you know, when you look at big candles, you can see roughly, you know, where 50% is on the candle. So 50% on this candle,
Yeah.
you know, 50% on this candle's, you know, right there. So, you know, if you go and you draw your fib on that, you know, I'm within a couple of pips of that, you know, so.
I've yet to understand Fibonacci. I don't use it. I've got some stuff that
Yeah.
sort of swat up on it, but I don't generally use Fibonacci because I don't understand what the thing. Well,
Yeah.
I grasp the concept, but
Yeah,
I can't make it work for me.
You see, I just drew the line. You see, and I see how quickly, how close I was to the line there. I just drew the fib. I just propped the line in there before I pulled the fib. You know, once you get, you know, once you understand it, you'll see. You know, and you can see here that Fibonacci retracement. You know, it come down to it. It went below it. It went down to the 32, which is the big number, roughly. Again, we can pull it again and double check. You know,
How do you get your Fibonacci to say like swing high, swing pivot, reverses, and dances?
I have to charge you big bucks for that one. Yeah, but you can see that the 50, the, you know, right here, you know, we're 38. We're just above the 50. So we're in a good area right here for dancing. Hey, look at that. It says even dance.
What does dancing mean?
It's basically there's a good opportunity that it's going to just consolidate there, you know, before it continues on in its direction. And it'll do that between the two. It'll do that between the. It's just another level. So I mean, but levels are very important. You know, you did a good job on that. Pull that back up here. Yeah, no, you did a good job on that. That's very good work. Very good.
Okay, so at least I've got them out. Because that's the thing that's been fussing me, is that if you don't put in your correct levels, you're pretty much fighting against thunder, I guess. That's just what I wanted a confirmation on. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, no problem. Somebody sent me a Brian. Oh, you messed up. I mean, oops. Hey, Brian, how are you? Yeah. Anyways, let's see what we're up against here. See if we can get into any trouble. Yeah, I think I'm probably pretty much done for the day. Oh, let's go back here. Look at this. So here I am looking at a 1 hour. I'm like, geez, I don't remember some of those moves. All right, so yeah, I had a good run. We had one bad trade in there, the pound dollar. I think you guys that came in late, you'll have to buy the video. Anyways, so we have a sell or buy, sorry, on pound euro pound. Holy Toledo, I'm losing my mind.
How many trades did you take earlier during the other session?
I don't know. Let me look. 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. Yeah, I got 12 trades in before I started and then I've taken 4 since we've been 4 since we've been on the live.
You lost one. I don't think it's a bad average.
Yeah.
That's not a bad average at all, actually.
Pretty good.
Well, like I said, patience. Like today is really not a great price action day. There's not a lot of volume. There's not a lot of there's some momentum and some movement. And if you get in a trade, you're going to have to be patient with that trade today because it's just the way the market's bouncing, So yeah, it's just that way. It happens, It happens.
pretty nice of you to share. I really appreciate that.
Well, I don't mind sharing, guys. I really don't. I mean, I don't mind everybody's input as well. I mean, you know, trading can be very lonely, and you know what? It's EU potential on. Oh, let's take a look at EU. Ray says, "Look at EU." Let's look at EU. Got to look at EU. Yeah, there's a. Well, it is set up there. There's a reason it's not going any higher, though. Look over here at look on a 15-minute, and you'll see that it's hit a lot of consolidation. At yesterday's New York Open. I don't know if you can see that or not. We'll go to here. We're right here from yesterday. It's sitting in there, so once it clearly breaks, you know, this group of inside bars, I love inside bars. Once it breaks above all of this, then I'm definitely game for that one. So, but until that, sit on my hands on that trade. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna call it because I need to go get a cup of coffee, and then I gotta probably spend an hour rendering this and hopefully getting it up. I don't know if anybody was able to watch the one I did yesterday or not.
I got into late, so.
No, but I recorded it and dropped it in the room, so. So anyways, enjoy your day. And I think I'm gonna, CJ just arrived. I think I was just gonna, now I have to stick around for another 2 minutes. Gee whiz. Somebody just shows up and I'm just about to leave. But cheers. Yeah, I think I've had enough for today. So we'll bounce at you guys tomorrow. All right. Hopefully I don't have a. Hopefully we have a good day. Hopefully all your trading goes well.
You know, the days that I'm not around is when it is good days. Friday mornings, just nip off into town to go and get a couple of the necessary things for the house.
Yeah.
So I might not be around tomorrow morning, but as soon as we get back, I'll pop on and say hi.
Well, I'll if there's a meeting tomorrow, I'll drop it in the room, and I'll drop it to you guys, and we'll see where it goes. All right.
Magic, thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
You guys too. They're still trading. Happy trading for the day.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day.
Great stuff.
Thank you for all the great info.
Well, hey, no problem. Anytime.
Magic.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Bye now. Bye.